Good morning. Happy Sunday, guys. I'm a little bit late. I'm trying to figure out the right time. Okay, never say never. You've heard me say this many, many times, and I'm going to do a never. I'm doing, as you saw, my very first empties. I think about it. It's just not that natural for me. Okay, so I'm excited to do it. There's a couple of things I want to answer. One of them being from my granddaughter, and because she does tend to check out my videos every now and then. And she said, Oma, as you know, I'm Dutch, so, well, dual citizenship, Dutch and Canadian. I was born in Holland. Why can't I see your freckles so many times when you're on the camera? And I said, she said, you cover them up. And I said, well, no. Oma only uses blush. So if you guys want to check out my Get Ready With Me, I will be putting that up there so you can see that, what I actually do like for makeup, because it is makeup, and you know. But I started to explain to her, I said, you know, it took Oma quite a while to learn this, but it's all about lighting. And it's really important that we understand that when Oma sits right in front of the window, when there's a lot of correct lighting, it makes us look so good. It's amazing. If I did this video in the other corner of the room, it would not, you'd probably see Oma's freckles a lot more. Mind you, so having said that, I don't use the big circle light. I do have one right over there. But because I wear glasses, I get the round circles. And I've tried the square one as well. And I get the same thing, I get the square. So I guess unless I had something really massive, I could get away with it. So the biggest massive thing over here is the window. So I try to always use the window. I probably should be like sitting right at it, but because of the way the room is, it's kind of coming on the side. So no, darling, Oma's not using a whole bunch of makeup to hide her freckles. It is what it is. I'm teaching her about all our perfect imperfections. Okay, guys, so with no further ado, my empties. This is just blows my socks off, as I like to say. All right, well, I'm going to start with my mascara, and this is my L'Oreal, and it's the Double Extend, and it's a tube mascara. And I have been using this, I don't know, ever since they came out. I'm thinking 15 years or whatever. I just love them. They just do a fabulous job on my eyelashes. I love the fact that I don't have to use eye makeup remover to take it off because it just literally washes off. So I have already replaced this. I always have spares in my drawer. So I love this, and I think I'm supposed to say definitely reordered. Ta-da! Okay. Okay, so the other one that is empty, and this was my last week's video, and that was the Neck Firming Cream by HSBCC. If you guys missed this, you got to go back and check out my video. I love this stuff. I love it. I think a lot of you actually went and ordered it, and I can't wait to see what your results are going to be. Like I say, the skin part, it hasn't done some. Yeah, it has some, but it certainly has for all of those wrinkles I had here. So this I absolutely loved, and Amazon knows it's on my reorder list. It's on its way. Yeah, I'm scared they're going to run out because I'm telling everybody about it. I love this, and I have it, and I have reordered it as a backup. Okay, I try not to use a lot of hairspray because you know my dilemma about my hair. Like my bun today. Got my chopstick through it. But you know, I'm taking all the things that I'm taking just about everything you guys suggested, and I think it's getting a little better. But when we do go out, I do use a little bit of hairspray. I like this air spray from Pantene, and I have replaced it. And I've probably had this bottle for 7-8 months. I don't use a lot of it, just a little bit. Okay, and I have Castor Oil. Now, this Life brand is our drugstore brand. And as a lot of you know, I'm on a peaches journey. And this was one of, castor oil was one of the things that Lisa talked about. And I have replaced this, but I have replaced it with an organic oil now. This was my very first bottle to try, but I have so much more to tell you guys about castor oil. And this is, I think, really cool about some of the stuff that I'm going to share, because some of the stuff, you know what, you might not be able to afford it, you not be able to buy it, but you can still do fabulous skincare out of your kitchen. So, but it's done more than what I'm putting on my face. You guys, I think when you saw my Get Ready, I use this on my eyebrows, and I've been using it on my eyelashes, and I've been using it somewhere else, but that's another video. I have replaced this with organic, just because I thought if I was going to use that much of it, I should use the very best I could get. And I'll talk about that when that's empty. Okay. What else? Okay. Milk of Magnesia. Here again, I bought the Life brand. This is actually quite full. Instead of like the Milk of Magnesia, the good stuff, which I bought the first time and I loved it, and I didn't mind putting it on because after you use it a couple of times, it got really nice and sort of a thick consistency to it. This has not thickened at all. It's so runny. I mean, of course, you're supposed to be taking it. If you're drinking it, I guess you want it runny. But if you're putting it on your face, I like the original Milk of Magnesia brand. So I am actually going to put this underneath in the cupboard should anybody ever need it, because they've got an upset tummy, and I'm going to go and buy the really good stuff for my face. Yes, I've been putting it on my face, and that I'm going to all explain next week. I'm hoping Lisa will help me. I haven't talked to her about it yet, but I hope she will. Okay, so what else have I been doing? Well, I started my peaches journey in December of 2020. And so I'm going to share with you the things that I have emptied, and I have other things on my shelf in the bathroom that are close to being finished, but not quite there. So I will be sharing those with you. I've always looked after my skin, but not to this degree. So that's next week, okay? I'm going to do that video next week, talk about the skincare, what I think has changed in my face, and maybe some of you can see it, but I want to do it on a live. And so we can have some interaction and talk about it. Okay, so when I started my Peaches skincare back in December, and Lisa was very, very generous, and I got a lot of wonderful things from her, and so I really appreciate it. And now also, if any of you want to get any of these products, which I absolutely love, Peaches skincare link is down below, and Lisa has given me a I guess a discount code. See, I'm so new at this, you guys. I probably won't be doing too many of these, okay, because it's not really my thing. Okay, so when I started in December, I started with the Peaches Perfect pH Toner, which is empty. And can you guys see the number in there? I'll explain all of that next week, okay? There's a reason I had to number everything. Anyway, this was probably the first time in 71 years that I ever used a toner on my face. And so this has already been replaced and is almost used up. So this is fabulous. And I'm just going to go through the empties, and we'll go about the details next week. Okay, so that was an empty, and this, oh my gosh, some of the numbers have worn off. The Peaches Flawless Exfoliator. Okay, now I have always exfoliated, always. In fact, I used to get people that looked at my skin, even though I had other issues, always said, oh, you must exfoliate. And I have, but I haven't like I have in the last 9 months. Because now I do it every day, and sometimes twice a day. It is heaven, and this is gentle, and it's sweet, and it's kind. Okay, you'll get the story on it next week when I go live. All right, then, oh, you know what? There's still some in here, a little bit. Oh, that's going to go back in the bathroom. Waste not, want not, right? Okay, Peach's Classic Face Cleanser. This is wonderful. I love it. These things will always be a part of what I do every day, twice a day, actually. Okay, so that I did, and then I also had hang on. I had the Luminescent Lifting Serum, and I don't even want to give away what it's lifted. It's lifted a lot. So I'm on my, now all of these things, I guess I'm supposed to be saying, I've never done this before. All of these things have been replaced. I am using all of these things again. Okay, and then I had the Peaches Moisturizer. This one here, and it's really, really nice. And I'm on my second bottle of that as well. And of course, the Peaches Miracle Mask, which is wonderful. And I'm already, I think, halfway through my second one, okay? So there you go. That's something I really enjoy using. Now this this is the Peaches Squeezed. This came out this year, I believe. And so I didn't have it right away. I didn't have it in December. I think I got this in May. And I have used it all up, and it's wonderful. And this has not been replaced. And then I know this is going to be, you're not going to believe it, but I do this every day again, if not twice a day. I bought the wrong box this time. I bought the fridge and freeze, so you have to, actually it opens from here for your fridge. But anyway, I just poked a hole in it and used it anyway. I use baking soda now like it's going out of style. Yes, on my face every single day. So that's something else that we're going to talk about. So that needs to be replaced. You guys, this is a really short video. So like I say, I'm going to talk to Lisa and see if she's got time to come on either on my live and discuss some of the things that are happening or have happened to my face. Never mind. Those are my empties. That's it. That's the end of the day. I love all of these empties. I love that I actually did my very first empties. And it was about skincare, which is really, really cool because it's something I never ever thought that I'd be doing on YouTube, but I'm really glad I did. You guys have a really great week. Thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, you've never checked me out, I appreciate you being here. Please consider subscribing. Just click that little button down there. And all the rest of you guys, thank you. I really, really appreciate you. And you know I wouldn't have a channel without you. Thank you for being here. I know I haven't been around all that much. We've got some stuff going on. It's pretty private, and I can't really discuss it. And it involves a couple of women in our family that are going through some tough times. And so I've kind of been absent myself. So I apologize for that, and hopefully as things get better, yeah, everything else will fall into place. That's life. It's short. Live it to the fullest. Love you guys. Bye.